Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the thyroid hormone. What are the functions of the thyroid hormone into our body, and if it is deficient, what it will do, and if it is in excess amount, what it will do. So let's begin the topic. So for remembering the functions of the thyroid hormone, we will divide first and we will take the first function of the thyroid hormone onto the basal metabolic rate, which is known as the BMR. So which is the energy which requires, even if we are at complete rest, physical as well as the mental, for our CVS heart function, for the brain function, at least we require some amount of energy which is known as the basal metabolic rate. So if thyroid hormone are very much necessary for maintaining our BMR, they actually increase our BMR. So if thyroxine, the hormone which is produced from the thyroid gland, that is a thyroxine, they are T3 either a T4, they will increase our metabolic activity of our body. So if the thyroid hormone is in excessive amount, our BMR will be increased, and if the thyroid hormone is less produced in our body, then the BMR will be reduced. Means the basal metabolic rate, the metabolism into our body will be reduced. And along with this, we will remember the second function, that is the temperature regulation of our body. So for the temperature regulation, we can easily remember that it increase the heat production into our body. So this is a thyroxine hormone which is produced from the thyroid gland. It increases our body's basal temperature. So if the patient having increased the secretions of the thyroid, that is known as the hyperthyroidism, and if the hormone production is reduced, then it is known as the hypothyroidism. So in hyperthyroidism increased, then you can say our body temperature will be increased. And if the body temperature is increased, then what will be the presentation of the patient? If body temperature is increased, this person will not able to tolerate the heat. He will say, so much heat is there inside the body, so outside heat will not be tolerated by the patients of the hyperthyroidism. And into the hypothyroidism, as the body and inside heat production is less, so this person will always complain about this person will get trouble into the winter, because this person will not able to tolerate the cold. So always remember, in hyperthyroidism the patient is not able to tolerate the heat, and into the hypothyroidism the patient will not able to tolerate the cold. So this person having the difficulty more into the summer, and these hypothyroidism patients having the more difficulty into the winter. Always say AC temperature, please lower the AC temperature. Those patients BMI is there low, so the weight gain will be there. In case of the hypothyroidism, there will be the more amount of weight gain. Okay, fine. The third function of the thyroid hormone, and that is we can say metabolic. In metabolic, we have three main metabolic compounds. One is the protein, the another one is carbohydrate, and the third one is the fat. So what will be the action of this thyroid hormone onto the protein metabolism, carbohydrate metabolism, and the fat? So always remember, these thyroid hormone increase the protein production into our body. They increase the protein synthesis. So for the protein synthesis, what they will do? So proteins are synthesized from the RNA. That's why the RNA production will be the increased. That means the mRNA production will be increased. mRNA and the RNA production will be increased. Ribosomal RNA. These RNAs are made up from the DNA. So these will increase the gene amplify, or you can say gene will be expressed more and more. They will produce the more tRNA, mRNA, rRNA, and that will translated into more and more protein synthesis. So that will increasing the protein synthesis. Onto the carbohydrate. These thyroid hormones you can easily remember that they are increasing our body temperature, and they are increasing the BMR also. So they are actually increasing the glucose metabolism. So glucose metabolism is increased. Glucose is more and more utilized, and for this utilization, they can also stimulate the gluconeogenesis, as well as they can also increase this glucose production from the glycogen. From the glycogen, they increase the glucose production, as well as from the gluconeogenesis, they can increase the glucose production. Because as we know, we want to increase our body temperature, so carbohydrate must be metabolized, and for that this thyroid hormone also increase the carbohydrate metabolism. Then on to the fat. So fat, from the fat also we get very high amount of energy. So these thyroid hormone also increase the metabolism of the fat. So fat metabolism is also increased, and they will reduce the fat deposition into our body. So our body weight, that's why also reduced in case of hyperthyroidism. So in the hyperthyroidism, the person is lean and thin, and into the hypothyroidism, the person is very much fat, because it increasing the fat metabolism. Very good. Then what is its action on the other systems? So we have completed the metabolic actions. Now we are moving toward the system, and for that the important system first we are taking, that is the CVS, cardiovascular system. What is the effect of the thyroid hormone onto the cardiovascular system? So we can easily remember by that these thyroid hormone are increasing basal metabolic rate. Glucose metabolism is increased. That's why the oxygen demand of the body will also be increased. So if the oxygen demand of the body is increased, then heart must pump very fast. That's why you can remember that the heart rate is increased by the thyroid hormone, as well as they are also increasing the blood pressure. But contradictorily, they do the vasodilatation, so blood pressure is maintained by the thyroid hormone. They are not increasing much. But if the hyperthyroidism is there, if there is a hyperthyroidism, means in some persons when the thyroid hormone production is high, then definitely it will increase the heart rate, and if they are increasing the heart rate, that means that those person will facing the tachycardia, as well as the blood pressure will be also high in case of the hyperthyroidism. And into the hypothyroidism, you just remember, in the hypothyroidism, then means if the thyroid hormone production is less, then these heart rate will also be less, as well as the blood pressure will also be less. So onto the CVS system, we have understood that the thyroid hormone are basically maintaining the blood pressure, and in hyperthyroidism BP is high, and in hypothyroidism the BP is low. Just by remembering that the oxygen demanding high, the heart needs to function very more. Then understanding the effect onto the respiratory system. So onto the respiratory system, as the oxygen demand is high, so what will be the effect onto the respiratory system? So we can easily say that the respiratory rate is also increased by the thyroid hormone. Thyroid hormone stimulates the respiratory rate. Now what will be the effect onto the blood system? Onto the blood, most important effect of the thyroid hormone is increasing the RBC production. It increases the RBC production. How the RBC production is increased by the thyroid hormone? Then the answer is erythropoietin. Erythropoietin is a protein which is produced from the kidney. Yeah, it is produced from juxtaglomerular apparatus. We all know. In some book it's also said it is produced from the peritubular capillaries. Okay, fine. This erythropoietin production is increased, and this will stimulate to the bone marrow, and from the bone marrow, these we can easily say that this bone marrow then increase the RBC production. So if the hyperthyroidism is there, then the polycythemia can occur, and in case of a hypothyroidism, in the hypothyroidism means if the thyroid hormone production is less, then it can result in anemia also. So why thyroid hormone decrease leads to the anemia? Now you easily understand that why it's produce the anemia. Okay, fine. Then on to the CNS system. What is the effect of the thyroid hormone? So always remember, the thyroid hormone are necessary for the development of intelligence, for the neuronal function. These thyroid hormone are necessary. So they are also very much necessary in the childhood developing brain. So if the thyroid hormone are less into the childhood, then it can results into the cretinism, means there is a low IQ into the children. Fine. So in the CNS, if thyroid hormone production is high, then the neuronal activity is high, then the person will not able to sleep. The sleep will be reduced. The sleep will be reduced if the thyroid hormone production is high. And in case of the hypothyroidism, means if the thyroid production is less, then those person will feel sleepy all the day. Because they are very much necessary for the neuronal activity. So that's why hypothyroidism patients more high body weight, as well as the cold intolerance, and the blood pressure is down, and feeling sleepy all the day. Then onto the effect GIT. What is the effect of the thyroid hormone onto the GIT? So onto the GIT, as we all know, it is increasing metabolism. So protein synthesis is high. So protein synthesis is high. For that the amino acids are required. Amino acid absorption will be more. It is increasing the glucose uptake. So we also need glucose metabolism. So it will increasing the glucose absorption, amino acid absorptions, as well as always remember it is increasing the digestion process, and that's why it is stimulating the peristalsis. So peristalsis is increased in case of the thyroid hormone. It is increasing the, that's why in hyperthyroidism what patients face. So in case of the hyperthyroidism, the patient face diarrhea, and in case of hypothyroidism means if the thyroid production is less, then those patients face constipation, because thyroid is necessary for the maintenance of the peristalsis of the GIT tract. So fine, that's how we have also understood the effect onto the GIT tract. Now the another most important effect onto the menstrual cycle, you can say sexual function. So effect onto the sexual function. The ninth effect onto the sexual function. So thyroid hormone, what they do? They are necessary for the normal sexual reproduction. So in case of men, what it will do, and in case of women, what it will do. So in case of men, these thyroid hormone, if production is less, there will be the loss of libido. Loss of libido means sexual desire will not be there. And into the woman, you just remember, if the production is a high thyroid hormone production and the low thyroid hormone production, the variety of effects are seen. Mostly if the thyroid hormone production is high, then it will produce the oligomenorrhea or the amenorrhea. Means the, what is amenorrhea? Means the menstrual cycle will be delayed 35 days, more than 35 days, 40 days, right? And even sometimes the menstrual cycle do not occur. And if the thyroid hormone production is less, then these women face the menorrhagia. Menorrhagia means there is increased blood during the menstrual cycle. Or polymenorrhea. Polymenorrhea means the cycle duration is even less than the 21 days. Less than 21 days a cycle will be there. So if the thyroid hormone production is less, sometimes these women hypothyroid, menorrhagia, polymenorrhea, and sometimes they also face amenorrhea. So effect onto the menstrual cycle is a variable. In thyroid hormone case, the effect onto the menstrual cycle is variable, but they do affect onto the menstrual cycle. They can decrease as well increase the menstrual cycle, as well as onto the effect of the skeletal muscle. So always remember the thyroid hormones increasing the frequency of the contractions of the skeletal muscles. That's why if they are increased, then they can produce the tremor also. So tremor is also produced by the hyperthyroidism. And in case of the hypothyroidism, these patients are easily get fatigue. Easily they got fatigue, weakness. Easily just by doing some work they get fatigue. So that's all about the functions of the thyroid hormone. Just revising fast these all functions. So let's do the revision. As the thyroid hormone is increasing the BMR, it is necessary for our maintaining of the basal metabolic rate. So that's why if the thyroid hormone is increased, the BMR increased, thyroid hormone decreased, the BMR is decreased. Onto the temperature, they are necessary for the maintenance of the temperature. If thyroid hormone increase, the basal body temperature increase. Thyroid hormone decrease, the basal body temperature is decreased. Onto the protein, increasing protein synthesis. Onto the carbohydrate, increasing the glucose metabolism. Onto the fat, they are increasing the fat metabolism and mobilizing the fat from its storage, that can leads to the atherosclerosis also. CVS, increasing oxygen demands, that's why it will responsible increase heart rate, increase the blood pressure. If the hypothyroidism is there, the blood pressure will be reduced. Onto the respiratory system, they are necessary for maintaining respiratory rate, they can increase the respiratory rate also. Onto the blood system, they are mainly increasing the RBC production. So if the thyroid hormones are not there, they can lead to the anemia also. Onto the CNS, they are mainly responsible for the normal neuronal activity. That's why if the thyroid hormone production is high, the person cannot sleep, and the anxiety also. And if the thyroid hormone production is less, feels sleepy and depressive also. Onto the GIT, it can maintain the peristalsis as well as increase the absorption of the amino acid, glucose. So in the case of the hyperthyroidism, it can lead to the diarrhea. In case of hypothyroidism, it can lead to the constipation. And for the sexual function, they are necessary for maintaining sexual function. So in men, if the thyroid hormone production is less, it will lead to the loss of libido. In women, secretion is high, it can produce oligomenorrhea. Secretion is less, it can produce menorrhagia, polymenorrhagia also. And for the skeletal muscle, if they can stimulate, they can produce the tremor. And if the thyroid hormone production is less, it can lead to the fatigue also. Thanks for listening.